We are officially
live.
Woo!
Cool.
Okay. So thank you if anyone's already logged on. My name is Dana, and you are in the Modern Mom Lounge tonight. This is our first conversation that we're going to be having in the lounge, and I am so excited and honored to have Nancy from Bella Reina Spa in Delray Beach with me to talk about a bunch of things, a bunch of interesting things. So what we're going to do is we're going to wait like a minute or so to see who pops on, and then we're going to start talking about our topic this week, which is about self-care. And Stella's going over there. Okay.
Stella.
Yep.
Yes.
And if you guys are there, come say hi. Hey, Lucy. Good to see you. And oh, look, Dawn. Thanks for joining us. So excited.
Hey,
Two of my gal pals. They're awesome. So as everyone's logging on, I just wanted you guys to know Nancy informed me that it is what month?
Self-Care Awareness Month.
See, it totally corresponded perfectly with the first Modern Mom Lounge conversation and our topic for tonight. So, hey, Liza. Hi, Alyssa. Good to see you guys. Glad you're on. And Dawn is interested in going there. Dawn?
Yay.
After you hear what Nancy has to say, learn about all of her expertise and her tips, you're going to want to go there and stay tuned to the end because there's some fun stuff for everyone that logs on and comments. So, you know what? I guess we could start because if anything, people can watch the replays. If they miss out on a little bit, I know it's 7:01 and I kind of like to be prompt and I want to be respectful to everyone else's time I'm gracious that they are taking the time to be here with us tonight as well. Hey, Karen, great to see you. So glad you're on as well. So brief intro to the people that have not yet, that just signed on. My name is Dana. I am the founder of the Modern Mom Lounge, which used to be called Modern Exennial and previously Pellerini. This is the go-to place for moms to learn about how to relax, how to restore, how to reflect, different pillars that I call them my pillars of the Modern Mom Lounge. So every Thursday evening at 7:00, we are going to have a conversation in the lounge with an expert in a field that is related or a topic that is related to the buzzwords, what's going on now, and it could be parenting, it could be fashion, it could be wine tasting. I mean, it could be a variety of things, but I just want to bring to the table topics and information that I feel are most relevant to for you guys to be here. Karen said, Nancy, you'll love this. So nice to see you guys, and I love anything spa.
Yay.
You're in the right place. So what I'm going to do is I would like to welcome and introduce the fabulous Nancy Reagan of Bella Reina Spa. Nancy.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for having me tonight. I'm very excited to be in the lounge. So, even if I'm not, I'm a modern mom, dog mom.
That's
so
mom.
Anybody can be in the lounge.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody. Mm-hmm. So that's a good thing.
No, that's great. So tell us a little bit about your background and what brought you to open Bella Reina.
So I've always been interested in beauty from college. I always worked the Estee Lauder counters. And when my first job, I was in marketing and worked for a product marketing company working with cosmetics and lipstick and nail polish. And that bug never left me, even though I ended up securitizing mortgage-backed securities for a while, which was way different than beauty in the car and everything. Hey, Dawn. And so it was very much a coming back to the things that I love. And as a kid, I was very, very sick and had really bad skin. And so through that whole process of recovering and learning about the body and learning why it works and why you have good skin or why you have really terrible skin, I really became interested in skincare, and one thing led to another. And in Delray at the time, back in the early, I won't say when, there weren't any places to really go for skincare. Right. And so I just ended up opening up a little baby spa and really that's my goal, is to make people feel really, really great. And I think there's so much stuff going on in the world that if I can create a little happiness in your world, and you can come and have a little happiness and de-stress, then I've done my job for the day. Right. So that's kind of our philosophy.
No, so. I think it's wonderful. Karen says that you are famous.
I'm famous in the spa world in Delray.
That's awesome. So you currently have a brick and mortar location in downtown Delray Beach, Bella Reina.
Yes.
And so after the show, everyone, I will leave all of the information for Bella Reina, the handles and so on, the address, the phone number, things like that. If you guys want to get in touch with Nancy and book an appointment, I highly recommend it. But we're going to get into self-care. It's such a buzzword. It is apparently self-care month, as we found out. So with everything that's going on, you had said, I forgot the wording when we were talking the other day.
Reclaim your happiness.
Yes.
Reclaim your happiness. Like that's my, everything like the, and I'll interrupt me if I get too much off there, but everything I see is I try to create happiness daily. That's my goal. And hey, Heather, and so that's my goal, is to create happiness daily. So if I can get one person to like not stress and really reclaim their happiness and really go back to, okay, a lot of stuff has happened in the last 5 months that we certainly were not prepared for, mentally, physically, anything about it. There's nothing that prepares us for that stress. And when and I'm sure everybody knows this, but when stress happens, the adrenals have a bunch of different hormones that they can ignite in your body. And you can have all these different ones going at one time, depending on what your stress is. And it doesn't matter, but your skin, the largest organ, is going to show the results of all of that worry, all of the uncertainty. I think is probably the most problematic.
Right.
So if we can get you into like a massage or something that takes care of you, and I even during COVID and everything was really trying to get people to do things for themselves at home. Lock yourself in the bathroom for 10 minutes, close the door, get yourself, a big bubble bath and stay in there, because it's just that few minutes of taking care of you. It enables you to be able to go out and yes, there's a whole adage, you take care of yourself, you can take care of anybody else, but it's really true. But I think the self-care has to be about making you happy, and really finding your inner happiness. That it's got to be there, because that's the key to self-care. And a lot of us, I would love nothing better than to have a facial every week. That's a great thing. It feels very, very decadent, a little spoiled rotten, but it's just making time that we do it. If I don't do it once a month, I do it every other month, or I do, and you make that time in that hour and a half or whatever it is for yourself, that you're doing it. Because our parents grew up, not really our moms. Our moms didn't really, maybe my mom was the only one. My mom was like the one, she was there doing it all. But most moms that I see don't really do this. And so your kids grow up and your children see that you're not doing it, so they're not conditioned to do it either. So I think it's good for all of us because we need so badly to have that happiness now. And self-care really, even getting your hair washed. I mean, it's such a simple thing as having a blow dry. It just, it's something that to me, that's just a luxury. It's just like, oh, that feels so good. But it changes your whole world and your whole day. It's just the small things.
It's so true. And what's interesting is my mom always was one to get facials and eyebrow waxes and manicures and pedicures. So I learned from her the importance of self-care in terms of taking care of your body.
Right.
And I'm grateful for that because there are still to this day friends and coworkers and that I talk to, and they're like, I've never gotten a facial. And I'm like, what? I said, to me, and this is my personal opinion, setting aside that time and find maybe if you can't do it every month, every other month or something along those lines, but setting aside that time, block it out on your calendar, just like you would if you had a baseball game for your kids or you had a report due for work or something like that. But block out that time. You are refreshed, and you come back. It's almost like if you're like an empty car that has no gas. You go for that facial. You're relaxed. You're pampering the largest organ in your body, like you said, and you're ready to take on the world.
Well, the other part that I try to, because when we get in the room with a client and we see, you see the stress in the skin. So the skin is dehydrated. The skin it doesn't have the bounce back that it normally has because when it's dealing with stress, it doesn't have the ability to actually function correctly. So it all of a sudden doesn't do what, so, and you look in the mirror and you go, oh, I'm looking kind of dull today. So you see that in your own face, or you go, oh, I'm not looking as good as I'm supposed to look. But you see that, but you don't realize it. And so it's all of a sudden it builds up and then it's like, oh my gosh, I really need that glow back or that radiance back. And I think that's, once you get that back, you go, oh, okay, now I've got it. So that's a huge, huge thing. The cortisol and scheduling time is critical. Staying active is. I'm self-care watching this from the baseball. I love that.
That's awesome, Lucy. 10 points.
That's great. I think staying active physically also. And we see that, we see it like in our older, grandmothers and the ones that are physically active and the ones that are doing things all the time. They're at the baseball field, whatever, they're doing that. And they're always engaged in, active movement because that makes a difference too in how you feel and the self-care of, making sure you're doing that daily little thing, whether or not you exfoliate every 3 days, whatever you do. So that's always happening on a regular basis.
So what would you recommend? So of course, the first thing you'd recommend is everyone needs to go to Bella Reina Spa.
Of course, why not? Hello.
But let's say you're at home, either you're quarantined or you're not quarantined, but what little things could people do? Could moms, women do from the comfort of their home in between if they can't go to the spa right away?
I'm huge on dry brushing the skin. So yes,
I have a brush. I have not used it.
Dry brushing the skin. Okay. And one of the things about dry brushing is it takes 2 seconds. You can do it, and I really like the Moroccan gloves because they're rough, but they don't actually hurt you and they don't hold yucky stuff. So instead of the loofah brush, but a Moroccan glove, and you take it and you basically dry brush all over your skin, and especially get under the underarms. That's because, you know, as we get older, that's going to be wherever we're not using those muscles and where you're not using your triceps, that's going to be the skin that you're going to start to see kind of like go first. But when you dry brush, it speeds up the cell and the turnover of the skin. It sloughs off, it exfoliates, and you have really nice soft skin. So you don't see any of that dead skin from being overly dry. Then when you get out of the shower and you put on moisturizer, it really is a wonderful thing. And technically, dry brushing, Don, is any mechanical way to exfoliate. And you can use a brush like a loofah brush, or you can use a glove. You can use anything like that. And that's technically what dry brushing is. But we use it before we do a body scrub. We have one that's a wonderful lime body scrub, and we dry brush before that because we want the exfoliant that we put on the body. And you can do this at home. We want the exfoliant to work even better on the skin. And then everything that you apply after that soaks in better because you're not putting moisturizer on top of dead skin.
That makes so much sense.
That's one of my big ones. And I really love at home. I'm a speed demon. So I like to, you know, you have your teeth whiteners in, you're scrubbing your face, and then you're brushing after the teeth whiteners are done, you're brushing your teeth, you're scrubbing, your mask are still on, and you're out to the shower. And it's like you're doing everything, and then, you know, it's time to go. So it's just, I don't know, it's like having everything there, and just instead of doing everything because we're so exhausted, which I know we're exhausted, we're tired. We want to know when's Christmas coming, you know, or when is something coming where we can actually sit down and relax and do nothing. But a little bit of self-care that you do at home, from the dry brushing to doing an exfoliant on the face, to anything like that. The nails are, you know, I saw some fabulous nails during like the whole COVID thing. I mean, there was people that had the little press-ons, and they were having the best time with the nails. And there is, yes, Jamie, we'll give you a speed checklist. I'll give you my little routine, which is like I can get in and out of there in 20 minutes because I'm like, you got things to do. You can't be spending all day in the bathroom, you know? So it's like a little crazy. But it really does make a difference on just taking that little bit of time to, you know, even at night, putting a little cuticle oil on your nails so they, you know, and if you're in paper or in an office, your nails are always going to be super dry. But you do that and you put the cuticle oil on and it's done. But all these little things you can do at home, and maybe we can do a Modern Mom, you know, self-care checklist that's on, you know, speed, like, you know, a speed.
Phenomenal. I think
it just makes a huge difference in your, and I keep saying that, but it does make a difference. And you see, it's just the little things, because you look down at your hands and you go, oh, not so bad, you know, or, you know, it's a whole way, because we're constantly critical of ourselves and we're constantly looking at ourselves, and I say we're constantly talking to ourselves with things we would never say to anybody else.
I do that a little bit too much. Even at work, people are like, what'd you say? I'm like, no, I'm talking to myself.
Yes. So, you know, it's like, you know, and the more we talk to ourselves, even positively, and even during this whole time, and it's like, oh, I'm not looking so bad. Oh, like a little bit better today. Oh, I did that little scrub. Oh, my skin's a little bit brighter. And I think that the self-care combined with the hope for the future that everything is going to work out and everything is going to be fine, because really, as moms, as, you know, business people, as you know, whatever you do in your world, you are right now, you're supporting other people besides yourself.
So,
And
yeah.
that's a huge weight, and it takes a toll. So I want you to be as strong as possible so that you can do all those things that you need to do and look absolutely beautiful as yourself, you know?
I want to do that too.
I know, right? It's little
Yep.
things.
Definitely. I mean, I think I just got a bunch of great tidbits out of this conversation. I think it's awesome. There's Stella wants everyone to know.
Hi, Stella.
So I have a few speed questions for you before we go. I cannot believe that it is already 20 after 7.
Oh, wow.
So a few speed questions for you.
Okay.
Coffee or tea?
Green tea.
Ooh, green tea, hot or cold?
Hot. Well, I like both, but if I do cold, I like hibiscus peppermint. So I mix them together. It's a great bot. Like on Amazon, they have this loose leaf tea by Tao, Tao. That's called the Tao of tea.
Okay.
And it's so delicious, and it comes in. You just make your own. It's really delicious.
Oh, I'll have to grab a link to that and post it below. That sounds amazing.
So just so you know, coffee speeds up. Coffee we think is good, but it's not good when you're under stress because it speeds up the adrenal glands and blows them out.
Oh.
So
yeah, no.
Try to stay away from the coffee part.
It also does not. It's not good if you're anxious.
No.
Anxiety or like stress and coffee is not good.
No.
Not good at all. What's your favorite flower?
My favorite flower is, and that's a tough one because I love hibiscus and I love orchids. Those are my two like complete favorites.
Two beautiful ones to choose from. Let's see. If you are not at the spa, what are you doing?
What am I doing?
Yeah.
I am either playing golf or I'm fishing.
Really? Salt water or fresh water?
I really prefer salt water, but I will go anything to be on the water because that's kind of a super relaxing kind of thing. Just like I can go into a spa room and be totally zen inside the room because there's nothing. I feel the same way on the water. It's a great place to be totally chill.
That's really, you know, what's so funny is I went to a psychic a few months ago, 2 months ago. It was like a phone psychic.
Right.
On the phone, but she had said, I need to go fishing.
Oh, wow. It's time to go.
Okay. I will be going fishing. So next up is your favorite book or author?
I read mostly, I'm very boring. I read mostly business books. And so one of my favorite business books is Who Moved My Cheese?
Oh, yes. Yeah.
So
awesome.
That one, or Story Brand by Donald Miller. That's another one that I really like.
I'm gonna have to check that one out.
Story Brand is a great book.
We actually have a question from our fans. What's your favorite skincare line and your body care line?
Okay, favorite skincare line is so hard because there's so many skincare lines that they have what I call hero products.
Okay.
So one skincare line will have like something that is just like Environ Skincare from South Africa has these vitamin serums that nobody in the world can touch. They're high dose vitamin A, C, and E, and there's nobody in the world that can create these like this that do, and they have peptides that can do what they do. Okay. I love Biodroga from Germany. Because
their eye cream I just finished. I need to get more from you. Last time I went there, it lasted me that long.
It's an MD product, and their formulations are for people that are going through menopause, perimenopause, that type of the dryness and the stress. It's one of the best skincare lines out there because I can actually, you put it on the skin and the next day you actually see how beautiful your skin is. And that's the results I want to see. There's so many skincare lines out there. Those are just two that I just am nuts about. Then we have a new one that is coming out that we're going to be carrying that is a DNA genetic. So you'll swab the inside of your mouth, and then a cream is made, or serum's made especially for you that targets your aging skin conditions. It's kind of freaky, but it's coming. That's coming in October, which we're super excited about. Because
sounds amazing.
Yes, because you can actually, if you look like your mother and you look how, like your mom's going to age, and then you go, oh, let me turn back the clock. It's kind of turning back the clock a little bit. So that part's really cool. As to body care lines,
right?
I really like body care that is a treatment and not just a fluffy moisturizer. That's just me personally.
Right.
So I want to use something like Gendelly as a body scrub, or because it's a sugar and macadamia oil scrub. So I want to use something like that. And I want to use Environ, which is, they have high dose lactic acid that you put on your body, and it makes your skin like baby. It's so nice. And it's high dose vitamins too. Again, helping your body not age, because a lot of times we look at our face and we look from here up and then we go, oh, what happened to my elbow?
Or
so,
like
or here, from the sun. So, or fishing.
Exactly.
Right.
So those are some awesome recommendations. Are they all at your at the spa?
Yes, definitely. Or you can order online, either or. So we do have that availability. Do we have time for our?
Yes. Okay. So we have had so many great people come on. Thank you so much, everyone. We've had so many comments. Nancy, would you like to explain your little?
Yes. Okay, for how many people? We have like a lot of people on, and we're going to have enough. Well, I'll say I have 10 of these. So the first 10 people that you put your email address in the little chat box, and you put your email address in the chat box. It is a beautiful serum. It is a lip mask. It is an eye mask and a face mask for that self-care at home. So and then you have to send me a picture. No, yes. Instagram or Facebook. No, I'm just teasing, totally teasing. But the first 10 that put your email address in, and we will get your email and we'll send it out to you, or you can stop by the spot and pick it up. And everybody, even if you didn't get one of the first 10, if you call in this week, you can get 15% off any appointments that you would like to have.
That is phenomenal and very generous. Thank you so much. Now they can go to your website to see all the services, or they can call the spa itself.
Just tell them that you were on the Modern Mom Lounge, and you have until next Thursday to make your appointment, and you'll get 15. Oh, no, you know what? Let's do 20.
What?
Let's do 20. Modern Mom Lounge VIPs.
What?
So Modern Mom Lounge VIPs, 20% off. So
I'm so excited. I'm like,
come on. It's Bella Reina Spa.
Mm-hmm.
And it's BellaReinaSpa.com.
Yay. Oh, everyone's like so excited here. Cindy's like, I want to come to the spa.
Come on.
Stephanie, thank you so much, Nancy.
Thank
you. Dawn. Well, guys, I will leave all the information to where you can contact Nancy at Bella Reina and their social media, their platform. So if you want to go on, I would love if you can follow along. Nancy has a great Instagram account and Facebook account, so you'll get to see. She does have some specials going on for the month of September because it's self-care month.
Self-care month.
And if you have any questions or anything, I mean, like Karen said, Nancy is like the celebrity in the spot.
Don't hesitate, please. And thank you so much for having me on your very first Modern Mom Lounge.
Thank you so much. I'm so glad, and I'm honored that you can be my first conversation in the lounge.
So.
And everyone tune in till next week. I will post the Facebook event, same time, same place. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. Thank you so much, Nancy, for being a part of this. And have a great night, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.